What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Lifestyle Podcast. I am your host, Sonic.
And I'm your co-host, Snuff.
So, what's on the agenda today, Boo?
All right, so we're going to talk about a trial and tribulation that a lot of people go through within this car game.
Okay, go for it.
They get all this power on their car,
Uh-huh.
right? Mm-hmm. And they've already aesthetically modded their car out.
Okay. Wide body.
Carbon
ride,
fiber,
blah, blah, blah.
this, that, third,
Okay.
bags. We're basically going to touch on the ANSI problem as far as all that power on such a nice show car.
Okay.
How the fuck do you keep everything like the right way without snapping things? Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Kudos to the people that pull it off. There's not a lot that pull it off. Very few, and I can count them on one hand. It's a nightmare because, granted, I'm not crazy horsepower. My cars are cows. It is what it is. But I like to make them pretty. So I can already imagine the stress behind obviously having the car pretty and, oh my God, the chip. Or, I got to tape it up before the car show. Or, oh, too low, or I'm, stress crack over here. And these guys are like bigger turbos and stage 5 tune. You know what? No, fuck it. Make it stage 10. I start the car, I'm in the moon already. Fuck Elon Musk. One of those.
Dominic Toretto.
And still manage to, not leave their bumper behind.
Yeah, dude, what? You have to have a sturdy fucking build to have a stance car and then...
Let's face it, we know individuals. We know individuals that try to make the car pretty, dump crazy fucking horsepowers. Before the end of the month, the car's not pretty no more.
No, that's just how it works, though.
That's just how it happens. It never fails.
I think usage is a big issue, too, as well.
Well, it goes back to what we were saying the last time, in the horsepower game, it's addicting.
Oh, man.
Once you start
it's
kind
itch.
of hard to really scratch the itch, and you have to keep going. And, I've noticed that, the cosmetics and, your first impression of what you wanted in your head, the crazy wide body or the 3-piece wheels and, air ride or, that big wing or... Slowly, once they get into horsepower first, let's say by accident, because something maybe broke.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you're like, you know what? Still doing the OEM, they make the upgraded version. You'll probably get a little bit more ponies out of it. You don't really think much of it. It's $100 more. Whatever. And you upgraded.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes, it's a high performance part. End of the day.
Yeah.
But if, like I said, whatever you broke and whatever you replaced, you do see a significant increase because this mentality isn't going to happen over a cold air intake.
No, it's going to be
That's
fuel injectors.
You're not going to go to AutoZone, get a fucking K&N, slap it in, and be like,
power!
Exactly, and just ripping it all over Kennedy. It doesn't work that way.
Well, I know people who've done that.
I mean, we all know idiots that do that. That's besides the point.
But you're referring to your fuel lines
exactly.
and your fuel pump even.
Exactly. Something like that. Or even down to if your car's already turbocharged. You blow the turbo. 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to go with the OEM one. You're going to try and hunt down
T86.
a high-performance version that will go good with your car and give you a little bit more power for it.
Yep.
That's where the itch starts happening. Those type of bolt-ons. Your headers are old, your headers are kind of warped.
Maybe we'll do long tube.
Exactly, you go long tube. You know what? I'll go with a tune to go with it just little by little. So that main impression of you going into the car game, of it being, cosmetics, looking pretty, blah, 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 slowly starts getting sidetracked.
Well,
just slowly starts getting sidetracked because we need power.
Sort of what happened with me. All right, so of course I see the Kinetics intake manifold, and I'm like, all right, that's the shit for the VQ guys.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, that's going to be cool. All right, but to get that air in, different cold air intake. All right, to get that air through there, different throttle body. Mm-hmm. Throttle body spacer to throw a little spin on it so that way it pushes better.
Exactly.
And then before you know it, you got all this air, and you're like, maybe I need more fuel. And then you go to fuel injectors, and then from fuel injectors, you're like, you know what, I could travel that better with different lines.
Exactly.
And then the pump. Next thing you know, your pump starts to fucking bog out on you, and you're feeling it a little bit, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna get that fuel pump that makes the whole car fucking loud.
Exactly. But you see how you go down the rabbit hole.
You start scratching the itch.
So from going to wanting to, let's say, perfect example, like the money for Gandor mirrors. You're going to go and dump it on,
Ganadors.
lines.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Something like that. But you can see how, like, slowly the cosmetic stuff starts slowly
Increasing.
going down the drain.
Because the power's
Or
going
the
up.
sidelines, just because you start getting that itch that you have to scratch when it comes to the power.
But now that you have already modded out your car visually, a lot of times with this power thing, this weekend I watched somebody who has bags.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say what his name is, but he drives an Audi.
Okay.
While he was aired out, got in his car and thought it'd be cute to do a burnout. As he peeled off, forgot that to air up his car.
Wait, seriously? Like, literally forgot?
Just so excited to show off the power.
Uh-huh.
Started his burnout, which is fine. You could. He's got the fender to lip fitment. Now you know who I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Okay.
It's not Jesse. It's not Ant. Don't worry
Yeah.
about those guys. Those guys are great. And he starts sending it. And the cloud is fucking ridiculous.
No shit, man.
But now the fenders are getting chewed up in the rear. And I'm looking. I'm like, yo, air up. He's like, oh, shit. Bump. Stops it, starts to air up. Airs up the rear, thinking, all right, more space.
Right.
Peels off. All you hear is that front bumper.
Oh, come on.
All the whole group was like, yo,
New mistakes
hey.
At that point? Like, would you consider that a new
But
mistake?
because of the itch of the power.
Yeah, you kind of forgot. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, but to be realistic, now he'll probably never do that again. Imagine putting on a condom on a soft dick. It's not going to work. You have to air up.
Nice example. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, you gotta. You gotta make sure there's a step there first. You gotta get it up.
That's insane. That's fucking insane. But I can see it on how, you would forget to a simple basic thing like airing up.
Those
Just to
fucking
show
rotiforms
off.
are toast. You can look at the lip on the rotiforms. They
Oh my god,
they all got the silver paint on them.
that's horrible.
I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? He's like, dude, I don't even know. I just went in. I thought you guys were gonna fucking put on a show because he came back around afterwards, and we're all like, look at all the rubber on his rear bumper now, because when you air out, you get that natural camber.
Right, yeah.
The amount of rubber on the lower panel, that lower part of his rear bumper, like right behind the wheel,
Yeah.
it looks like they took
shit.
black paint and just threw it there.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
It was hilarious.
But again, it's one of those things that I understand it just because, even some of the guys on the team that go nuts with the horsepower will tell me stories. Yeah, even one of the guys with his hatch. Crazy horsepower. 8-second fucking hatch.
Yeah.
Kicked out of tracks left and right because he wasn't
No
fully
cage.
caged. Yeah, he wasn't fully caged. when
I
it
already know
happened.
who it is.
Was excited, and either he forgot to torque down the wheels right, and one of his wheels just rolled off.
Just
The car was so light, it never leaned.
Samuel.
Yeah,
Just
the car was so light, it never leaned over.
stop it.
So it stayed three-wheeling until he stopped, and he got out, and that's when the car kind of like rocked. And he was like, "What the fuck?" He looked at me, bro, what the fuck is my wheel? So even now to this day, he's like, doesn't know
How the
whether
fuck?
if it was him or whether the lugs went bad. Like he doesn't know. Like he doesn't know. To this day. And this happened fucking years ago.
But years ago, they wouldn't have posted you on IG.
Oh no, that would have never been a thing. No, forget about it.
While he did that burnout, several people had their phone out. When he came back around, I was like, yo, do me a solid. Don't post that fucking video. I'm not even going to post that the wheels are like this. I'm not going to post that the rear fenders are like this. Give me a week. It's going to be fixed. Don't post shit.
Becomes the meme.
That's what he was scared of. Now, these guys with the high horsepower, some of them aren't afraid of being a meme. The Mustang guys, they will send it into a crowd.
They live up to it. Like they embrace it. I give them credit.
Wilder,
They-
don't kill me for this one.
They really do. They really do. They go hard. They go hard with the meme. Like they're proud of it. What's the fucking decal I saw on one? It had strollers, a baby stroller. With the thing going through it.
Oh, a little
Going
cross through it?
Yeah, the little cross going through it on the guy's door. He had like 7 of them. I was like, what the fuck is? I was like, oh.
You sure it was a guy who had the car, not a woman who was taking Plan Bs?
Oh wow, nice. Hate mail
at c4lifestyle.com.
Subject line, snuffs an asshole. Parentheses, plan B. So, just so I know. Wow. Jesus.
That was all in one weekend.
I lost my fucking train of thought with that one. Wow. Just one of those days.
Yo, you never know, man. You can't be sexist around here.
No,
Equal
you
opportunity.
You can't. It has to be. Fuck, man. Fuck you. You really lost my train of thought.
She's eating them shits like Skittles. Tic Tacs for her.
They come in fruit flavors now? No, I'm kidding. I need to stop.
Flintstone vitamin.
I can't continue with you. We have to stop the plan B joke now. Hate mail is going to be stupid. I'm going to have that random message be like, really, bro? Plan B?
Little carrot just crossed out.
Oh, my, stop it. One of those.
It should come with a sticker every time.
You're fucking so stupid. I swear to God.
You know when you buy new car parts, how it has like a sticker and like, oh my God, the sticker. You buy a Plan B
All
if you're
over
a
the
car
shed,
girl.
it's just all over whatever the brand name of it is.
Yeah, whatever the car girl is. It's just, lined up on a quarter panel.
Oh, my God. Where the fuck were we again? Right, horsepower. It's been one
Oh
of those
my God,
days.
that was good. I couldn't, that could not have turned
was
out
good.
better. That was a good parlay.
But yeah, no, going back to the whole itch thing, I don't know how they pull it off. Like I said, it's very few that I've seen pull off both, a little bit of both worlds, like we've talked about it in the past. Again, we do know the random people that, yeah, man, why body this? Why body that? 3-piece wheels, air ride this, air ride that. And, guess one lick of horsepower and like everything else goes sideways.
Me, so little by little, I feel
No,
like.
nowhere near though. Nowhere near. I'm talking about you go from having, the inspiration of
A beautiful car.
a beautiful car, and then a year later goes by or 6 months down the line,
They jump up to 600 horsepower and then the car starts to fall apart slowly.
you got primer fenders, you got chewed up quarters, you got
Dings in your
bumpers,
doors.
pieces
Yeah,
missing.
they don't care.
You're just like, fuck it.
Headlights with condensation in them. Nobody cares.
None. Just nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
But it's one of those things. That's why I'm saying that it's interesting on how that itch attacks people.
It's funny because you start to treat the car like the girl that lets you put in her ass on the first date. You're like, fuck it, I can do anything with this car. It's going to be great. And then you wear the car out, and before you know it, she's like,
No more butt stuff.
yeah. The car starts to bog out on you, starts to lose its glimmer in your eye, and then before you know it, you don't want the fucking thing.
It's like I said, and then there's the few, like I said, the rare few. Well, a perfect example, Muzzy, that we talk about every randomly whenever we see something about a Z or whatever. Stupid horsepower.
Well, between him and Brian, BM Cannon,
Yeah.
those were the two gold standards as far as I'm concerned.
Like I said, those are the few that I can say have been able to pull off a little bit of right down the
Both.
middle.
Yeah, happy
Like
medium.
they're not as crazy, exterior. They're on point. They're sharp body lines, sharp kits, and everything else on it, but still have horsepower to back up the looks. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it's interesting how the itch attacks certain people. That I've always seen. And when by us, let's be for real.
But we got a few guys with power.
We know a few.
And not for anything, I'm watching these Hondas jump up with power, and I'm starting to love. Hondas are starting to grow on me.
You know what it is too, though. Back then,
And I talked mad shit before. It's starting to grow on me.
back then,
I apologize.
yeah, you apologize. I mean, for now, anyway.
Yeah, well, wait till let me not say it.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. But like I said, back then, Hondas would just do motor swaps,
Yeah, it's easy. K or a B or
and that's it. And then from there, turbo that.
yeah, that's the go-to answer.
These days,
Now they're doing
You
drivetrain,
don't
so they
need
get
to-
all-wheel.
but you don't need to do motor swaps anymore, practically.
'Cause-
Granted, the sticker price on half of these Hondas is still beyond stupid, but that's a different topic for
No, but you
another
get what you
day.
paid for. You get the leather interior, the heated seats, the TV-style dash.
Yeah, but still.
The only
at
thing
the
that
end
the
of
car
day,
doesn't do is suck your
all
dick.
ask any old schooler.
It doesn't do it for them.
They'll be like, no, I'm not paying that for a Honda. Because they have that old mentality of the old school Hondas.
The beaters.
Yeah, and they're beaters. And Hondas these days, they're not so much beaters anymore.
No, they're highly coveted cars.
And you can actually really get some good fucking decent numbers out of those damn things without even doing too much.
And they're pretty. And they're lightweight.
And they're lightweight. But again, that's like going off the beaten path too much. In terms of the horsepower with the looks, going back with Muzzy and just everybody in general.
Yeah, but ready for this? What? Those two guys did not use their car to go to a meet. Those two guys remember that too. Weren't cruising down Burger Line.
No, you gotta remember, at least with Muzzy anyway. They were show queens.
Yeah.
Show queens, but the power was there because they went to a dyno, they got the sheet, they got everything. They had the proof, blah, blah, blah. But not in terms of just like going to you know what, I'm just going to go like Walmart.
You see,
not going to go to BJ's and get water.
A lot of the people that I know are using their cars semi-daily.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of things have changed from where it was to what it is now. I've said it a million times. I'll always continue to say it. The stuff you see now, not even 10 years ago, you would see that shit.
The other thing,
if you're building a car,
I think to myself, if you build it right, it'll last.
This is also true.
So now that front bumper that got scraped up, if you would have had a splitter, the splitter would have dragged.
The headache of cracking your bumper if that was the case that happened.
Right?
Yeah. It's always cheaper to replace a $70 splitter than a $400 bumper.
$70 splitter? Where the fuck are you buying those?
Amazon, bro.
No, that's the lip splitter. I'm talking about the full undercovering APR.
Oh, you're talking about that? Don't know. Those are $400, $500 all day.
I'm trying to find one for like $150, $200 maybe used.
Cracked.
Yeah.
Holes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care at this point. I just want it to be carbon fiber.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to see the two people do the same thing, looks and performance, and be able to keep up with both of them. I've always given so much credit to that because it's an absolute nightmare, absolute fucking nightmare.
And I think that, all right, so a lot of the times these bumpers that you buy off of anywhere, let's use Duraflex as an example.
Okay, yeah, because they're like pretty much quote unquote the aftermarket standard these days.
Yeah, these days.
Yeah.
Where they got the little bit of plexi in them, and they got, not plexi, plastic.
Yeah, plastic and reinforced with fiberglass as well.
That. Okay, fine. Or Vicrez, where they use the polyurethane.
Okay, that's if you want to be a little bit fancier.
Yeah. So, how can I say this without sounding like a moron? Because that's what I'm good at. When you jump into the power game, rock chips are bound to happen no matter where you go, even if you're not.
That's just standard. That's just the normal plain Jane headaches you have to.
But when you're the fast guy, you want to use your car more often.
Of course.
And then you'll see the videos of them in and out of traffic,
Oh, yeah, I'm tired of seeing those all over Instagram.
Now, with the heavily saturated area we live in, plus the shit roads, if anybody's ever driven on the Parkway or 3, you know.
They don't even have to go that far. North Bergen.
It's bad.
Jesus, fuck. Guys.
Downtown Union City.
Oh, my Lord. Don't even get me started. The capital of speed bumps.
Yo, there's a speed bump on every block for 12 miles both ways.
Fucking hate that thing, but continue.
Things start to fall apart after abuse. Smacking and abuse.
Yeah, I mean, normal.
For Christ's sakes, there's that orange Z in town. Not mine, asshole. It's the basic sunburnt orange. This motherfucker has a crack in his front bumper. And I saw him at 7-Eleven, and I decided,
I think I've seen that one. I think I have seen that one.
Little zip tie X's on the front bumper?
Yes,
I said, what the fuck happened? He goes, speed bump. I looked at him. I was like,
how fast did you hit that fucking thing?
Yeah, like, how fast are you really going? Like, bro, there's no way you're over 300 horsepower because you're a DE the same way I am. And very few people know enough to make that motor over 3.
So he was probably eating shit and just, hit that fucking speed bump at like a 30.
But that little bit of power, little bit of power.
I mean, the speed humps alone of Union City, I can see a bumper cracking if you hit it hard enough.
Come on. You can't have power and pretty. And if you do, it can't be driven on a daily basis.
Oh no, that's just. I mean, personally, that would be like 100% a weekend thing, or like a nice weather type thing. But speaking a little bit, because you were talking about that Z in town, I have no idea if you have seen this car yet. I saw it 2 days ago on Burgerline. For everybody that's in Hudson County, it's a right-hand drive Sylvia.
Nah.
Purple.
No.
Two-tone with a black roof. Like I said, right-hand drive. Humongous intercooler in the front. 3-piece wheels. Cambered out.
He's not from
wide
town.
Body.
No way he's from town.
Jersey plates.
What?
Bro. That thing looked insane.
And you didn't try to stop him or say, yo?
I did not get a chance to. Because I was stuck in traffic. And I couldn't reach that. I couldn't reach that car. I couldn't. But I noticed it because he finally like pulled over to the side because I guess he was gonna go to some store there on Burgerline.
What street is this on? Because I need to know where he goes.
By 51st Street.
Noches.
No, by the I don't know. There's a Noches in every fucking corner, so that's kind of hard to even. Where the post office is in West New York.
Oh shit. Maybe the flower shop? I don't know.
I don't know. The guy was getting out there, but I know. I was like, oh shit, it's right-hand drive. So, you guys really need to check that car out. If you see it, just give him a thumbs up because honestly,
Find out his IG.
there's no logos on the car anywhere.
Oh, he's one of those.
Clean, fishbowl, no tints, nothing. And the car looked on point, bro. It really looked, and it sounded awesome.
All right, so back to our conversation at hand.
Yeah,
At
sorry, I
large.
just got excited. I remembered the car.
So it's difficult to keep up power and still have a crazy cosmetic output.
Yeah, like I said, as much as I hate to say it, there's no way to have both and it be a full-fledged show car and still be able to drive it on a daily basis.
It's not a thing.
Not a thing with an asterisk behind it. And I say it like this, like if your driver, your commuter, whatever it is not far, I can see you semi-pulling it off. But if you're driving and it's more than a 15-minute drive or more than a 25-minute drive to get to where you're going on a daily basis, I see shit happening.
All right, from here to my no. From here to my job, no. From my house to my job.
On a good day is a 15-minute drive.
With no traffic.
With no traffic.
Sitting
in traffic, you get to your job in an hour.
Taking West Side Avenue.
Never in your life. Burn that whole thing. Just burn it. Burn it or repave it. Nope.
How about Tunnelly to 46?
Everybody, right now, you just said West Side Avenue. Everybody's like, nah. I can hear the no's now.
Tunnelly to 46. 46 is fucked up.
Everywhere's fucked up.
Tunnelly's awful.
Did you not see Tunnelly before getting into West Side? You have to, buy high tech.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's that stupid manhole cover. That instead of fixing it, they just keep on throwing patches of,
sand,
asphalt and sand on
cat
it.
litter.
Just to, hopefully it layers and it fucking smooths itself out.
And then, ready for
You
this?
have to dive into the other lane so
West
you don't
Side,
fucking leave your rim behind.
Either you go up the world's steepest hill.
Which, that hill alone, it's like you know what? Everybody with a low car in this motherfucking community, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
I believe highly they did that bridge on purpose.
And then,
The Tahoe scrapes.
ready for this? The other exit from West Side is train tracks.
Which is even worse.
There's no way
You know
to
how
win.
many times I've had to dive into the opposite lane of traffic and flash high beams? And then people are giving me the finger and they're giving me I'm a fucking asshole. And I'll be like, listen.
You know me.
Bumper, bro, bumper. But they don't give a fuck. Fucking hate people. But anyway.
So there's no way to make that 15-minute commute pleasant at all.
No, nothing at all.
So the Z either lives at my job or I bring it here to the studio.
Yeah, which is, again. But you see exactly where we're going at. From you having the basis of many eons of episodes ago. Yeah, no, I'm going to drive it every day and this and that. You can see how slowly your mindset is changing. And granted, we're not even talking about you really in the horsepower game that hardcore
Yeah.
that you're forgetting about looks. you have good power, but you're going looks. But just that little bit of everything you just talked about, you yourself just answered what I told you what was going to happen.
No, you're right.
How little by little, it's not that you lose the passion of driving a car, because obviously you don't. You want to drive your car and you enjoy the shit of it and you're excited about it. But it's the middle process of going from point A to point B, and hopefully you don't break nothing, getting to point B.
That's the worst.
Which is the nightmare scenario I was always trying to put in your head. You may think all you want, and everybody here, I'll give $100 to. They all had the same brain fart, and they all look at, and everybody would look at me funny.
That's never going to happen.
No, man, I'm still gonna drive my shit. I'm still gonna do this. I'm still gonna do that. I'm thinking me. Binga. You don't do shit. Because now you're noticing how hard it is to get your shit done. Now you're noticing how hard the back orders are to order parts. Now you're noticing how much many more potholes that weren't there before.
At this point, like, it might as well be all speed bumps.
I mean, look at Union City. I really can't go over like 10 miles an hour whenever I'm touching Union City anyway. Guys that live in Union City and you're slammed to the ground, kudos.
Will.
Fucking
Jersey City.
Kudos. Yeah, but he can't at least take tunneling and get away from it. I'm talking about the hardcore that live in Union City. Every single fucking street is a speed hump. The only one that does not have a speed hump is Burger Line, going straight down. So that's why I say, kudos to the slammed ass cars in Union City that have to deal with that shit on a daily fucking basis.
I'm going to show you something. Don't freak out. Don't say what it is.
Okay.
Or you know what? You can give a reaction.
Okay.
But don't say what the fuck it is.
Got it. Nice. That actually looks really good. That's like the biggest dildo I've ever seen you buy.
You're so stupid.
Everybody's going to be like, I knew it.
I knew it. So, it's somebody's car. I'm not going to say who. Bunch of camber. And now when they air out, it's fender to lip.
So is the frame finally touching the ground?
Even
like
when
what this person wanted to do?
When he airs all the way up, he's still lower than your regular car with coilovers.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's impressive. That's actually really impressive.
Guy lives in Jersey City.
I mean, Jersey City isn't too terrible unless you hit really side streets or unless you hit one of these steep-ass hills that it's just like, Jesus, take the wheel because I know I'm losing a bumper or a fender or something. It's not, like I said, it's still not as terrible as fucking Union City side streets, bro. I believe everybody that's gone through Union City side streets will
vouch for that.
Will vouching, like, straight up just send me a thumbs up, an IG, and then I'll just know. Power to you, bro, because these fucking side streets are absolute garbage.
All right, so now here's the one takeaway I've noticed with big horsepower and nice body and anything custom under it. Mm-hmm. They live in Florida a lot of the time, or they live somewhere with flat grounds. Jersey people have to make their show cars strictly show cars. If you live in Florida, you can do the camber where you're an inch away from the floor.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Because
there's even
Stadilac.
Yeah,
that's
a perfect example. Stadilac, my boy Miguel, in Florida. His CTS is the craziest of the lowest on 3-piece wheels. With like
custom 3-piece wheels that he
fully
had
custom.
made.
And on top of that, custom control arms, custom suspension all the way around because we can't normally camber our CTSs.
And he has no toe. He has
nothing. That thing rides like a dream.
Just camber.
At least from the videos I've seen. But yeah, I'm like, back? He goes, nah, fuck it. Yo, and this guy's like
cunt hairs away from the floor.
Stupid low. I'm like, it's fine. He goes, yep. I was like, son of a bitch. Lucky son of a bitch. And he still wants to go with the front lip and, and
Yeah, no,
kind of
no,
like
no.
really
He's gonna do it.
to make it even lower and,
But the area you live in attributes to a lot.
Of course. I mean, do I give a little bit more credit to Jersey people? Yeah, 100%.
The rest of the world
We're
doesn't.
Jersey motherfucking proud.
The rest of the world looks at us like their cars look like shit. Well, there's a reason our cars look like shit, you asshole.
The roads never help us. But yeah, no, that's 90% of the reason why the done show cars end up becoming
Show cars.
show cars like paperweights, weekends, or like nice weather cars. Because you already know what you're going to be dealing with if you're like, hey, I'm just going to take everything I just put into the... and just send it right through Kennedy or right through the Turnpike or right through the Parkway for no fucking reason.
It doesn't work.
It's a fucking nightmare. You know how many times back in the day with the OG cars, crazy House of Color paints, the whole 9 yards. Bro, I've been hearing this line for years. Nah, man, I'm gonna get this car painted. You gotta remember, rap did not exist. If you were to go back in time and tell these OG guys, rocking out House of Color, candy paints, pearls, blah, 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 I'm gonna sticker my car, first they'll be like, what the fuck is a wrap? And after you would explain, they're gonna be like, so you're throwing a humongous sticker on your car. They would look at you
And laugh.
and laugh. Granted, you can see how times have changed. But again, going back to the OGs, 20-something years ago, I've been hearing the same line, but it wasn't a rap. Nah, I'm a candy painter, I'm a pearl painter, I'm gonna do flames, I'm gonna do chameleon. You want back then you wanted to show everybody how big your dick was? You coughed up $8,000 for chameleon. And you know what? The motherfucker that got that one rock chip on the car, on the bumper, was regretting the fucking day he was ever born. Like, he wanted to go back in his mother. Just open her legs up and just go right back inside and cry. And die. How do you color match chameleon?
You can't.
You can't. You gotta shoot at least half the side of the fucking car again. You see where I'm going with this.
There goes $4,000.
But back then, it was the same line. Nah, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna go drive it everywhere. This is gonna be every day.
But at least with a wrap.
Weekend car. What the fuck are you talking about?
At least with the wrap, you can rip it off when you feel like it.
Granted, the advantages that we've always talked about, the pros and cons. Something happens, rip off, slap the new one, you keep going. Essentially, you can have a mishap happen a day or two before a show. You still have enough wrap left behind, obviously from your wrap job, that you can still do it in an hour or 2 or 3 hours or pull an all-nighter and still be ready at the show. A guy with a paint job can't.
No, that's not a thing.
They're down. Like, they're down for either half the season or they're down for the season. That's just how it goes. Like I said, pros, cons, that we've always talked about.
So if you're a fast guy, it's a better idea to have wrap.
I would, if I were to think about it, if you wanted to build a show car and still have stupid numbers, wrap would be the way to go for you. Because who really cares about primered out hood or a fender mismatching?
Nobody.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
You don't have to prep your wide body kit if you buy it, or if you buy these urethane fender flares for your car, because at least 80% of the market, essentially you can wide body your car. Back then, it was either styrofoam it and make it yourself, or metal fab it. Now, 80% of the cars have wide body kits. You just have to Google search it.
Ready for this? How about the universal wide body kits?
I'm not against
The one I just sent you.
That's actually pretty dope, the ones that you sent. Granted, pricey for universal fender flares, but they do look dope, I have to admit.
It's a company that makes fender flares in all different cuts, shapes, and sizes. And I'm not just talking about crescent moons. No, I'm talking about flat tops. I'm talking about...
What's the name of the company, actually?
Do you want me to say it out loud?
No, yeah, of course. So the guys can check them out. Granted, their prices are pretty...
Up there.
For a set of flares, I got excited. I was about to order until I was like, wait, this is just for 2 of them? Nah, wait, I'll wait.
Hold on. There we go. Found them. It's called... Hold on.
You got it?
No, that's not the brand. That's the style. Fucking bitch.
But just look at the messages because you literally sent it to me.
Shirokai.com. SHIROKAI.com.
They got actually really dope fender flares. Am I opposed to them? No. Am I opposed to even like the ones that you find off eBay? No, I'm really not. If you do them right, you can pull off the look.
They got the shits vented now.
Yes, I was actually looking at those, and those aren't actually that bad. They're only $330 for the set.
But the one I sent you was
like
$450.
Those things looked mean as hell.
And they look sick on the CTS.
I was gonna pull the trigger until I started reading the fine print, because I was like, "Damn, $450 for the 4, bro, I'm in.
Nope.
Let's go."
It's a pair.
But I was like, "Oh wait, that's just for 2? No, nope. I'm gonna wait a bit because that's a lot at the moment."
It is
flares.
a little much, but you get what you pay for.
Like, $450 for all 4, I'll steal all day.
All day.
If I just needed a front or I just needed a rear, I would have at least have been like, all right, $250.
Did you see what he did with the Porsche?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That thing is like on point, those flares.
He took one of those boxier Porsches. What are those, 944s?
I believe so, yes. Like from the 90s.
Yeah, with the hatch, it looks like an RX-7.
Yeah.
It's a universal flare right on top of it.
But it looks perfect to the car, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's made for it.
But it's a universal. It can go on anything.
Like I said, I'm not opposed to those. And I'm not even opposed to those eBay ones. But I would suggest, like, if for the crazy horsepower, unless you're going to really be thinking about, a weekend car or strictly show, Rapid. I think that would be your best bet, personally, for like the crazy number. I'm not talking about you have stock 300 horsepower and you throw an intake and an exhaust and like you think you're fucking Vin Weenie. No, I'm not. No, absolutely not. I'm talking about 8+, hitting 9s. You got nitrous. You drive and you're just like you don't even know what a brake is, type deal. Wrap your car. You're better off.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Can you imagine an $8,000 paint job on a car pushing 1,000 horsepower?
And you get the one truck who kicks up a rock? Somebody has to die.
Pretty much.
You thought it was funny when the Civics were pulling over trucks. Imagine a Hellcat.
But you know exactly it's exactly my point. There gets to what I've always tried to reach to, the point I've always tried to reach to, that anybody can tell you, I'm gonna drive it every day. No way is my car gonna sit. I'm gonna enjoy what I build and drive it and this and that and hoorah and all that bullshit. It gets to a point and it gets to your own level that you're just like, oh, okay, I need to take care of this thing. I really need to take care of this thing.
That's where I am in life, dude.
And I told you from the get-go. And you're always like, nah, man, I'm going to drive it. I'm going to whip it. I'm going to do donuts in the parking lot.
Well, to be fair, I did whip it the other day. Hard.
Okay. Like I said. But in what? A closed environment of the street?
Parking lot. At my job. Empty.
Okay.
After hours before I left work.
Okay. Exactly my point. Well, you can still get your release of tension.
Still get your nut.
You get the zoomies. There we go. It's like the car guy zoomies.
Explain what a zoomies are.
Now, zoomies, for those that own pit bulls, know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, or dogs in general. It's just a more common thing with pit bulls. They get a burst of energy that they have to fucking run around or do something, or they go nuts. It's a quick burst of energy. Cats get this shit too. Us car guys get that shit too. What happens? We decide to release in a parking lot.
Or while you're aired out on the ground and drag your shit.
Or like that.
Maybe about 10 feet.
Those are the car guy zoomies. I'm officially coining this term. Car guy zoomies. You do something stupid, it's the zoomies, bro. He just needed to release some. He just needed to blow his load in the parking lot a little bit. That's gonna be the thing. But again, and that was it, right? You were fine afterwards. I'll bet you anything. You were fine.
If you really want to blow your load, what you got to do is find the girl with the Mustang with the carriages on it.
So stupid. Another baby with an X on it. Oh my God. But anyway, in other side news, because we like to ramble about a little bit of everything, next week is officially the New York Auto Show.
Yep.
So we are going to finally see the GR Corolla. Really? You're not souped about that one?
I want to see it in person.
I want to see that 3 exhaust tip design. Who the fuck in TRD was like, you know what? No. I don't want just a center exhaust. I don't even want a dual exhaust. Stick them all in there. Just fuck it. Hold my beer. Slap 3 on. That's about the only quirky thing that I can't wrap my head around.
Jared
a
had it
center
with
exhaust on that
350Z.
thing would have been dope.
You heard?
What?
Jared had it with 350Z.
Yes, but 3 in the center. The GR has 1 on each end and 1 in the middle.
No, don't.
Google it.
What mad
Granted,
scientist?
it's impressive as fuck. It's a 3-cylinder, fucking 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and already tuned that you can preset the horsepower to be 70% up front and the rest in the back. Or you can evenly distribute it in every corner.
GR what?
Corolla.
Corolla. Here we go.
3 Corollas, like a fucking 10-inch screen with Apple Play and a Google Auto, and it only comes in manual. Props and respect.
You're not
credit to
kidding.
where it's
That's
due.
3 exhausts.
And array comes pretty wide. Not wide, crazy wide body, but it comes with a wide body.
You're not kidding. It's 3 exhausts.
I told you. Like the dual setup would have been fine.
Oh, it is a little bit wide body.
Yeah, no, it comes with
Front
with an
fender
actual
vents.
wide body kit on it.
All right, so this is growing on me already.
It's a nice looking fucking car. That's the only thing that I think would turn me down from it.
That it's Corolla?
No, I don't give a fuck. That's the Corolla. The 3 exhaust part. It's like they took Honda's Type R with the 3 exhaust tips.
And they said, hold my beer.
Exactly. And they're like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck you up even more. Spread them out, boys. Took the other 2 tips just to the sides. That's a Photoshop in real life.
Yo, it really is.
Like the car's impressive, hands down. Mad credit for a fucking 3-cylinder pushing that power.
It sort of reminds me of a Hyundai Veloster.
It has the vibe. Yes, it does have that vibe of a Veloster. It
Also,
does.
those turbo remixes, if you got them tuned, you can hit 300, no problem.
Yeah, and that's 300 turnkey and go. Like turnkey and go. Now,
But
granted,
it's already pre-tuned.
the aftermarket scene now, I see that car in 6 months.
Slammed and bagged.
Nah, fuck that. I see that thing pushing close to 5 all day.
Really?
With the way the aftermarket scene is now,
That would be cool. It's a little car, too. I like that. I like that idea.
and it only comes in manual.
What?
There's no automatic. There's no automatic feature for it, bro. It's a manual
I'm looking at one.
and a
With,
short throw shifter.
I'm looking at one with like a Subaru hood vent on it.
What is it?
The Scoop.
Let me see.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. That's factory.
There's
Just
going to
like
be
that.
a ton of aftermarket parts for this thing.
Can you imagine that thing in 6 months, or by the time SEMA comes rolling around?
How much you want to bet there's going to be a collab with this car?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Look at the starting price on it.
No. What I'm saying is
What do you mean?
Toyota Subaru.
Oh, you think there was a collab between like one Toyota and another company to make that thing?
What I'm saying is, all right, Toyota BMW Supra.
Right, yeah.
Toyota Subaru GT86.
Yeah.
Tell me that doesn't look like an old school STI.
No.
Hatchback.
I know where you're getting at, but no way.
I think it does.
You know where I see it? If you were to cover the front and you look at that rear quarter,
Yeah.
I can see that looking like the hatch STI.
Yeah.
I forgot what generation that is. Guys, don't kill me.
I think it's a Hawkeye.
Is it the Hawkeye? No, it can't be the Hawkeye.
Yeah, you want to watch?
I'm pretty sure somebody's going to correct me tomorrow.
And there we go.
Let me see.
Tell me I'm lying.
Okay, I can kind of see the vibes with that picture. Yeah, okay.
How much
I
want to
kinda
bet
do.
Subaru makes it theirs as well?
That would be impressive and weird, but Subaru hasn't announced anything remotely close. And whenever there's like something like that, they're always hyping each other up. Like they're always giving each other blowjobs.
But I bet you it's going to happen. And then
Well,
we'll
Subaru's gonna come and make something like that.
get our last version of the STI ever.
Well, that's already coming. That's already just like Dodge with the Hemi. They're retiring it because now they already copyrighted trademarked the term e-muscle.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, because instead of having 4 Duracell batteries in your fucking charger, now you're gonna have like 7, whatever. Sorry, EV guys. I can see fucking the tree hugger.
Hate mail here.
But anyway, but yeah, it's one of those things. So yeah, 100%. Is it gonna be? I'll laugh if they come out with like W or X E, because that's just like fuck everybody's doing. If you haven't noticed, Mach E.
WREX. It's a Rex.
Ooh, look at you. Copyright before Subaru does, nigga. Take them motherfuckers to court. They use it.
Yeah, I got a Rex.
But tell me no.
No, you're right. I could see it happening.
This, I
that'll suck.
think, because all the companies are like, yeah, we're going to be doing EVs and all this and that. Toyota's the only one that's been quiet.
They're working on something.
That's what they're working on.
Guaranteed.
While the rest of y'all, keep your batteries. We're going to throw 3-cylinder turbo, all-wheel drive, crazy tune on it right out of the dealer. And you can control whatever the fuck you want. No, it's not coming in
much is it?
automatic. It comes with Recaros already.
How much is it?
Oh, go Google it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because they are going to do an official, like, big hurrah thing for it in New York
Price.
for press day. So I'm excited about that.
Dun, 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 dun. A little over 30 grand. That's not bad.
For 300 horsepower,
Yeah, Car and
All-wheel
Driver has a
drive?
picture of it making a mean fucking burnout.
all 4 wheels. And it's cool because the video that I saw, the driver can set everything on the screen in front of them, their cluster, the digital cluster or whatever. And you can preset already if you want 50% horsepower in the front and the rest in the, 50 in the back, or you can do 70 up front and the rest in the back. For launch
They're going to
control.
offer it in a green.
Yeah, but that's a concept. They're not going to bring that out as a sedan. Their thing is going to be a hatch, and that's pretty much it.
All
But they're
right.
the only ones I think they're going to grab, just like when they did when they released Scion. That's Toyota's new version of like the custom car for the tuner. That's it.
That's going to sell.
That's going to sell like fucking hotcakes, bro.
It's going to be hard to get one. All right. Well, listen, that's our time.
Yeah. No, yeah, we did pretty good today. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure out some polls. Actually, you know what? I'll make a poll about the GR. How many people are excited about the Toyota's new Corolla GR? So I'm going to post up in the polls. And next week, let's see how we do things. We're going to try and either do live right from the show floor of New York City. See how that goes. If it doesn't, we'll work around it. But whatever.
It's not going to be like Philly where we have to climb over people to take pictures.
No. Thank God. Press day is still press day. They respect press day, which, again, I'm hoping. Because I swear to God, if I have to fucking tell a little kid to get out of the way, I'm going to trip them. Then I'm going to whisper in their ear while they fall and be like, Santa isn't real.
And then you'll have the little crossed out babies on your car.
The Tooth Fairy is your fucking whore mother. No, I'm kidding. Okay, that's enough. That's enough violence for today.
So what else is new in your world, Boo, to wrap things up?
NFTs. We officially are in the NFT game. So on Friday of this, you guys listen to the podcast on Thursday. So Friday, the C4NFT.com website launches. You can see the full gallery of NFTs that we have created.
You can purchase some.
You can purchase them if you want. We have minted over 500 goddamn NFTs.
Also, you can probably get an NFT made of your car.
Yeah, I can also make an NFT of your car as well, but you can always send me a DM on that on the C4 Lifestyle page on IG. What else? Yeah, we're going to be on OpenSea Marketplace. We are going to be on Rariable.com Marketplace, and we're working on getting on Crypto.com's NFT Marketplace and a few other guns on Polygon and whatnot.
Talk about your RGBAs.
Oh,
Never mind
yes.
RGB. RGBA.
Yes, officially all lights headlights, taillights, whatever. Can be done in RGBA with Bluetooth. If you haven't seen the reel, apparently my CTS taillights are
Blowing up the internet.
kind of getting popular. Feel free to hit the like. Yeah, but they look pretty. Don't worry, I'll be posting them soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Been working, bro. Been working.
I know, and I love it. I can't wait for the weather to get better for everything to start moving in.
Yeah, hopefully we can start doing some shows already this year. I'm excited. And that's pretty much it. The usual.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hit
Well, yeah, that's it, folks. Thanks for listening, like always. Love y'all. Keep it custom because life's way too short to stay stock.
it. Later, babe.